Hey, welcome back. This is On the Streets. This is a good one. It's a couple from Israel, nice young couple from Israel. He dabbled in real estate for a little while, and now he's wondering what he wants to do after that. And she's a bartender, and they're on a month-long journey around the United States and in Hawaii. And a nice little talk with him. What's what you're gonna find out here at about 3/4 of the way through, though, I don't want to give it away. It's another brick in the wall kind of a thing, you know. It's like, okay, and it's startling. I'll give you a hint. When you hear this, it's going to make you think, well, just how much common knowledge was 9/11. How many people in the community, in the Muslim community, actually knew it was going to happen. So it gives testimony to that. And I asked them, the age-old question is, you know, what's the disconnect between the Israeli Jews and the American Jews, and how come, you know, it seems that overwhelmingly Israelis seem to support Trump, whereas just the opposite seems to be true with the American Jews. And what's that disconnect? So this is a good one, and again, if you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. Please share. Please do that, because, you know, you got to overcome the censorship bullshit. And if you haven't subscribed already, well, hey, you know, what are you waiting for? And if you really want to cause some trouble, well, you go get one of my, T-shirts or one of my designs and put it on a mug or something, and, you know, piss people off. Start some conversations. Get people to think. Become a thought crime criminal. A thought crime outlaw. I like that. Thought crime outlaw. All right, here we go. On the Streets. Thank you. I think that's probably one of my best graphics. I've had people walk down to the corner, come back and ask me, what did you mean by that? What is that? And so, you know, it starts up the conversation, you know. Hey, you're talking. So what are you doing here? You just traveling? Just goofing off?
Yep.
Yeah, where else you been?
A lot. We started our road trip in Indiana, and then we drove to Nashville.
You're driving this?
We drove all the way here. Yeah. We drove
from Israel? You drove from there? How the hell did you do that? Jesus, there are things going on in this world I'm not aware of. They got a bridge now?
We buy our cars from the government. They're on some water, man.
So you're doing a road trip around the country?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How long is this going to take you?
A month. We have a month left.
No, we're gonna fly to Vegas on Tuesday, and then we're gonna get another car there, then drive to Arizona, and then San Fran, and then we're gonna fly to Hawaii. So far, this is the best city we've been to in the States. I think it will stay like that. Yeah.
It's a unique place because it's, you know, it's sort of like it's a good melting pot.
Well, so much culture and food and drinks,
Great
music.
Yeah, it's got all the nice things.
Yeah. You live here?
Yeah.
Were you born here?
No.
Where were you born?
In New York, but I was raised in a suburb of New York called Florida.
Oh.
Yeah. But then I did a lot of traveling around, you know, And I did a lot of traveling around as a young man, and then I said, well, this is the closest I can get to living outside the United States and still be here.
Yeah, we just say
definitely.
This is like no other city.
It doesn't feel like the States.
Yeah, indeed. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm obviously a political animal now, you know.
Looks like it.
Yeah, and this is what I like doing, coming out here and talking to people from around the world, getting their views on what's going on. Because I never know who I'm going to speak to out here. It's like you never know who's going to come into your bar and sit down, what they're going to start talking about. You know, you find out things that you go, holy crap. Sure you want to say that to me?
Yeah, get set up.
Yeah. This is all my artwork. This is what I do to spur the conversation. And you can see what I'm doing now. I'm kind of, there's a big war right now. Well, the media is always a message. And they always try to right, who controls that, controls the masses. But now it's been out of their hands ever since the internet, because now we can...
Who's Jeff Sessions? I don't know him.
Jeff Sessions is our Attorney General, who is basically not doing anything. So he's been missing in action. Trump was put in because people are tired of the two-tier justice system.
Yeah.
He got in because he was not one of the boys. And if you remember during the campaign, lock her up was one of the things you heard at every rally.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a campaign slogan. People want to see them locked up. Yeah. So, and still hasn't happened. Sessions got in. The minute he took control of the Attorney General's office, he recused himself from all of the top investigations, because he says, well, I know these people. I can't be... Well, you moron. So he's basically not been doing anything, and Trump has been tweeting lately, look, they put me in to put some of these political crooks in jail, the Clintons and there's a lot of... start investigating some of these things that are... And we already know they've admitted to blatant crimes other people go to jail for. And now we're finding out that the entire Department of Justice was weaponized against Trump. Yeah. They were making up phony evidence and everything else. Yeah. And Sessions is still sitting on the sidelines.
Doing nothing.
Right.
Oh, we have the same thing in Israel, I guess.
Well, it's pretty much the same where everywhere I'm finding out.
Everywhere.
I talked to some guys from Brazil the other day. I thought I was talking to a couple of guys from around the corner. It's like, it's the same thing down there too. Holy crap. But that's, I think it's a consciousness raising a level that's happening around the world where, because we're bypassing this. We're not listening to the mainstream media anymore. We're listening to each other.
Yeah.
And they can't stop that.
The life.
Yeah, this is what I like doing. If you go on the back of this get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton, you can keep that. I got a YouTube channel, and I also have a shop. You can get a lot of these.
Facebook page?
I don't think so. I had one, but I took it down because they were banning all conservatives. Yeah. So I says, well, screw you. Before you ban me, I'm leaving. You can't fire me. I quit. But the thing about Facebook is they don't ever let you leave. You could try to quit them, but it's sort of like, oh no, we still got there. You're still there. You can't leave us. Get back here. So I got to check and see if, I'm sure because it's always like, if you change your mind, your account will be good for the next, so I'm probably still on it, but I haven't used it. Yeah. Mainly I do my YouTube channel because I do my videos.
What's your YouTube?
It's on the card.
Oh, it's on the card.
It's on the back of the card. And
got it. Michael.
Yep.
You're doing a great service.
Well, it beats boredom. Yeah, so you go check it out. If you like, subscribe. If you want to support,
That's right.
Go ahead and get some of my designs and walk around and piss people off everywhere you go.
Yeah, you probably get that a lot, right?
Not as much as you think. I mean, I like to challenge them. You can see my question is, how is the left defending the war and the First Amendment, which is because the tech giants are mostly hard left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've been censoring a lot of conservative thought. Mm-hmm. So, excuse me, but we got a First Amendment for a reason, guys. We fought a revolution for this. What are you doing here? So, I'm poking the left in the eye. Let me ask you guys.
I enjoy those conversations as much as you like it.
Yeah. When was the last time you were in Israel? When was the last time you were there?
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 4 months ago.
Now, there's a question that I get from a lot of people that do not understand the politics of Israel as well as Israel's do.
Yeah.
And there's a question that comes up I get from time to time is, from what I get, and correct me anything I'm wrong here, I want to get your perspective. But from what I'm seeing here is, Israelis, people from Israel, seem to overwhelmingly support what Trump is doing right now.
It depends. They support what Trump is doing as in for Israel. Like we get more support from him than Obama.
And he did move the
embassy.
Yeah, the thing with Iran, I guess, was the...
Yeah, he supports us. He also, like, when there's another terror organization attacking Israel, he will support us before any other government have. Like if we attack back, he will support us attacking back, defending our country.
Right.
Yeah, we had a big thing with Gaza.
Right. So I mean, I think.
But it's not like I support him. I'm not sure what he's doing in state, but I've heard it wasn't good. Like he's not a good president for the United States, but for us, he's doing a good job.
He's just a big supporter.
Yeah, that's again that you can only speak from what he's doing for you. That's why I was asking.
Even though I'm American as well.
But here's the disconnect. I'm just seeing that indeed Israelis are, for the most part, saying, hey, he's doing a good job for us. We support him. American Jews, though, are predominantly right. And this is what people ask. How do American Jews overwhelmingly support the left and are against Trump? And for the most part, people from Israel.
No, but I'm not sure.
Please.
They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that's first. But I'm not sure, if I think of my mom and dad, I'm not sure they're not...
they won't support Trump.
Well, they won't support Trump. They're not the biggest fans of Trump. But
And they're from where? They're
Israel.
From
Israel.
Really? Okay.
But they're on the left side.
Yeah, they're definitely on the left. But I think they do realize that he's doing a good thing. He's doing good things for Israel. He's being more supportive, and I think that after Obama did this thing with...
The difference is that a lot of the Jewish Americans, people... are very affected by the social media.
Right.
That's why they don't really know what's happening in our state. And what's happening is that
that's interesting.
Let's say,
why would
they?
it's like they're in a bubble then.
No. I'll give you the easiest example. If we get missiles from Gaza, right, and then we decide to attack back, what's the terror organizations doing in Gaza? They shoot rockets, missiles from hospitals. So when we have to attack back to defend our country, we have to attack those places because what else we can do, So we attack back, and then they're like, oh my God, the only thing that they see is Israel is taking hospitals. They don't give a flying fuck about what's going on in non-country.
Unfortunately, the things about war, there's atrocities committed on both sides all the time. And that's the horrible thing about this. It's one we've been dealing with since the dawn of time. So that's why I always wonder about leftists thinking about this utopian world somewhere that we're going to have. That's all going to be peace. Well, excuse me, what do we do with the bad guys?
It's a biggest issue.
It's like people that think that doing the atom bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were a bad thing, but if the U.S. would decide to go in and attack them, you would have double of the Japanese dying and double of Americans. So, at the end of the day, right, you killed a lot of innocent people, but way more innocent people would die for both sides if you actually decide to go in there and attack.
War gives us two choices, bad and worse.
Yes, exactly.
There's no good side to it. That's why we try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yes.
But of course, the geopolitical whole makeup of everything right now, people are seeing beyond the fact that who's controlling the nation states? What powers beyond our individual leaders? How are they being controlled by the banks, the multi-corporations?
We went to Iraq.
I think many, if we go back, we start dissecting this, every war we've been in has been lied into it. They all for whom.
Do you actually believe in that, though?
What?
That it's the government?
I think elements within the government, elements of the government had to be involved. Not the government, it's a monolithic thing. But
people behind it?
Well, indeed. I mean, there's no way in the world something like that could be pulled. I mean, I just spoke to a guy, demolition expert out here the other day. And I asked him, well, you know, you brought down buildings. Did those buildings come down by planes? And he laughed. He says, you don't know, that's demolition. They were brought down.
Another interesting thing. My great-grandma, she lived in Brooklyn when she was alive 2 years ago. And 1 or 2 days before 9/11, her neighbor, is a Muslim girl, came to her and told her not to go tomorrow to
really?
Yeah, to Manhattan. She used to walk in Manhattan and she didn't go, and that was 9/11.
Yeah. I've heard other testimony like thank you.
People knew it before.
Yeah. I know. Well, I know.
It was a big thing coming.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I spoke to an EMT, a lady that was in an emergency, right? Her crew was on the way to the Twin Towers. 2 blocks away, they stopped to help the people clear away to the debris. Bomb squad comes up, says, don't go any further.
Yeah.
They said, well, we got to help people, you know.
No, stay here.
Stay right here. The street they were going to go down, the cars just started blowing up. Boom, boom, boom.
Really?
They got their cameras, took pictures of it. That night, the company says, everybody turn in your cameras. They kept the pictures, turned in the camera. But that shook her up so much.
There's so many people that would know about it, probably, and haven't said anything like what.
They have, or they haven't.
Thousands of people are just being quiet about it.
Well, I've asked policemen who were there.
Yeah.
That you were there, you know it's a false flag. Why have we spoke out? He said some have, but then you're threatened with your job, your family, pensions. I mean, the whole force of the deep state comes down on you. So they're threatened with their, you say to you, you want your family to stay together?
Yeah.
Show you a picture of your little girls going to school, saying, here's your kids going to school. Yeah. They control through intimidation, blackmail, murder. There's a lot of different ways they do it. And so, they pull off these things all the time. The barometer I use, the more it's publicized, the more it's probably a false flag.
Yeah. Well, thanks for helping me thinking.
It's a pleasure talking to you guys. Enjoy your journey. Go check out my YouTube channel.
I will. Thank you so much. And we're still here for a few more days, so I'll see you again.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi there.
How are you?
It's got to be self-evident.
Anybody